Hey everybody, I'm back for a haul video. I went to Midtown Comics site and I ordered a bunch of stuff and I deleted a bunch of stuff and I was looking at the preview stuff that you could pre-order and had a bunch of stuff in there. I'm like, this is so cool. And then I tried to order some of the stuff, but it kept saying something's missing and wouldn't give me the order, so I couldn't order it. So I had to delete a bunch of stuff and I just re-put stuff in, and I got a few signed books and a few other things. So this is the box it came in. So let's do an opening and I'll be right back because I don't want you to have to sit there. And I'll talk while I'm doing it, everything, because I went through and I found different stuff that was in there, because they have so many different books. And what's cool is that you can buy books at cover price that are signed. So don't you know, a collector dude made sure he got at least one, because they won't let you get more than one. Because I sit there and go, okay, let me try to sneak and get another one. But no, they won't let you. They'll say you reached your limit. But I don't know if it works, because I tried it before and I can't remember if it worked. I bought a book, got it sent to my house, and it was still in there, signed. So I think I tried to buy it again. I don't know if it let me do it, because it might have had on the record like violation, you already got one of these books in your collection, and I don't know. But here's the stuff that came through. It's like I got 8 books. It's like a real little thing it sends you and stuff. And they got the big this here, and here's the bag, and here's the stuff. And you got my empty box. And some of these, like I said, I might have to use, because I'm sending some stuff to Australia, and I might have to use the box to send some stuff off. Andrew, I got your books, everything. Get some of the stuff you won and the AOKs. I got to get your stuff sent to you, buddy. Everything. But this is this. And see, they put it there so you can't tell. It's all protected. So let's see what they got. I'm going to put them all over here. And okay. So I got Spider-Man number, it's not in any order, Amazing Spider-Man number 76. And I got some scuffing, but it's got a signature by Zeb Wells. And let me pull this out here. So that's the certificate of authenticity, the COA, as they say, from Midtown Comics. And here's Zeb Wells' signature. I wonder how many he signs of these, because you think about it. If he signs 1,000 of them, I wonder how many they want to sell. Because some books that I see are still on, that are like months ago, that are signed, they're still on there. If you want to get more, I guess you could. But let's see, I'll show you another signed book. This one I want to do a flip through of, because I love the cover, Francesco Mattina. Here's this book here. He's got the signature down there. Matthew, what's it said? Rosenberg. That's that. But I've been wanting to get a lot of these because I love the covers. Remember, if you saw some of my latest videos, I got the Francesco Mattina Deceased books, Deceased Planet, Deceased, and then they got Deceased Hard to Kill, Deceased Unkillables, everything. And there's a book, like I think it's like, I saw it on Amazon for like 16 bucks, and I saw it on mycomicshop.com for $19.99 or something. But it's the digital versions of the story that they did, and they collected it all into one book. So I'm thinking, oh man, but here it is right here. Look at that. They always use Batman as the first book. You should see the Superman one. That's next, by Francesco Mattina. It's the cover B. Where Superman is a vampire. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Wow. But that's that book. You got this shiny. I hate the shininess. You know what? I'm gonna take it out of the box, out of the bag, because I do not want you to miss the beautifulness of the cover. And it's still shiny. Well, look at that. DC versus Vampires #1. I'll show you the first page. And we got this in here. This looks like, I love stuff like this. I don't know why. Look at this. And somebody shouldn't be outside in the sun. They're getting burnt up. Wow. He tried to sneak out. I was writing a story years ago about a vampire that could be out in the sun, because I was getting there was a book on the science of vampirism or something like that. It was like if a vampire was real, and I wish I could have found that book. If I can find it, I'd like to get it, because it explained like what would have to take place in your body for a vampire to be real, and it explained all this different stuff. And I was like, this is so cool. And K Titus just did a shout out. That cat man in Japan, he calls me his brother from the rising sun, or the country of the rising sun, something like that. But he gives shout outs to people all the time to help their channel. He's been doing it for me. He's been helping me, and he's doing it for other people. So I got to go on and see who he's shouting out, and then click subscribe just to help them out, because I think that's a really cool idea. Because I do it as well, not as much as he does, but I think he's making a living at it. But it's awesome that he does that. So, but it's just very cool that the Francesco Mattina is just awesome with these books. Like I said, I'd like to do a flip through of them, but DC versus vampires and everything. I just love the way they look. And I don't know what I was talking about before, because I got that, but I'll continue to go on. Maybe it'll come back to me or something. But I like getting these signed books. Everything, like you said, there's another one there, and this might be cover A, but I like to get them. But I take this out and show you. This one's red, so you see what it's for. And then here's the regular cover. Oh yeah, now I know what I was talking about. It's I wrote a story about vampires, and the book shows you, like, it had all the different scientific stuff from a guy who was a scientist, and with blood work and other things like that. And it was other things, because he was doing like why your skin would burn, and different things that would have to take place in your blood to make you survive or something like that by drinking blood and being that. And it went into other areas, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was awesome. And because I was using that, because I said, how would I make a character a vampire and make it where he could get saved from being a vampire, where he, you go through your life and you go through different problems, different things, and you just suck the life out of people. You ever been that way where, and I know I was, and you can do it daily, or you can do it sometimes, where you go around, if you look back, and you can look back in your mind, or you look back and people tell you remember what you used to be like, if you were ever that bad of a person, because I know people like that, and I was like that at certain times. You do it, not like, I was mostly, from I look back, from other people telling me that I was a pretty cool guy. And you always want other people to tell you that. You don't want to walk around yourself and say, you know what? You look in the mirror, God, you're handsome. You're a really good guy. Kind of like that character off of Saturday Night Live where he says, look in the mirror and tell you, you're a good person. You're likable, and I like you. And it was something like, doggone it, people like you. I remember the episode where Michael Jordan was on there, and he was laughing, trying to do it. Stuart Smalley, or whatever it is. But you don't want to walk around too much like that, being into yourself like that. But if other people tell you you're cool, then maybe you just might be, unless you're just a real good sociopath, like, and you hide it and people don't know. But everybody knows like how you are, and like, so if you were ever walking around, you're kind of like you're just sucking the life out of people and everything. You get away from me, because you did something to me, or you did something to me, you did something to somebody else that I know. And recently I had some of my friends had something happen to them because some guy did something, and it just spread. And it was like, and we knew where the catalyst was. It might have started here, and it spread to something else, and you're like, you told so and so this, and it spread to that, and this person got affected, and these people got affected, and the people aren't bad people, but they got sucked up in it, and it affected a lot of people. And hopefully the person that it got directed around and everything, it doesn't destroy them. Because I was listening to it as they were telling me this, and they were thinking, how should I feel about this? And I was like, don't beat yourself up about it. I know you. You're not a terrible person. Everything like that. You're not perfect, just like I'm not perfect. And you come to me for advice, I'm going to tell you. It was like, don't beat yourself up about it. You didn't expect that to happen when you said that to this person, because you were like, this person was supposed to think this way, you hope they would, and then all of a sudden they didn't, and they spread something to all these different people, and you're like, oh my gosh, did I cause that? It was like, yeah, you kind of, but you didn't expect that. You were thinking, this person, hey, I got to tell you something, and you told them, and then I'll never tell that person again. It's like, I see you now, and for you to redeem yourself, you ever hear, like, you can gain somebody's trust. You meet somebody, you trust them until you can't trust them anymore. And this is what happened, and it was like, it's like, that's what I was thinking about with the vampires things, and like you get turned into a vampire, you're really like a vampire type person. It's like, and you're just sucking the life out of things. Hopefully you can get saved from it. And that's why I was thinking that way. That's why the character that I made, it was a character, he was older, but he survived, and he came out, and he didn't want to be what he was, but he had to survive. And he figured out, it's been done before, he figured out other ways to survive on that. And he got to a certain point where different people talked to him over the centuries and everything like that, and he came to a point where he was able to meet different things and go through different things where he's able to get saved and save himself and be saved, and through a formula or something where he came out of it, and he passed away because he was so old, because he became human again. And I thought it was a really cool story. I have to keep working on it. Somebody told me, oh, you can't do that. Oh, it's stupid. I'm like, man, you know what? You got people telling you stuff, and you think, I want to do it. I got a great idea and everything like that. And somebody just beats you down. Oh, that's stupid. That's dumb. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you. I got something. I think it's going to be really cool. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Because just think about it. Listen to people telling me, hey, your YouTube channel, it'll never work. It was like, I'm almost at 1,100 subscribers thanks to you guys. And I hope I'm doing stuff that I love to do, and that's why hopefully it's coming across. I'm enjoying this. This is fun, and I love giving stuff away. So I'm going to keep doing stuff, talking to you, showing you my books, and I want to see what you guys got, seeing your enthusiasm and everything, and seeing your books and comics and stories and stuff like that as it go along, and just enjoy this time. You only live once, and you enjoy your time. That's why I got my car. I want to move up and get a Corvette. I got a good job. I'm working, making my money and everything. I believe in God. Everything's going really good. And it's like, it's not perfect. I know that. And I'm not perfect, everything like that, but I'm going to keep going. And like I said, I know that speech with Rocky Balboa. He's telling people like, oh, life will knock you down, everything like that. And you hit you hard, but you got to get back up. And how tough you are is if you can get back up and just keep going if you get hit. And everybody knows that. Younger kids may not understand it as much, but you got stuff going too. And you get older and you just go through it and you just keep going. You don't let it stop you. And you enjoy your life. But any suggestions, any comments and everything, just put it in the comment section below it. Or send it to me at gmail.com or collectordude01@gmail.com. I like to hear your stories. It's just, I just love that. I like to help people out and encourage them. I'm an encourager. I think people told me, see, like I said, people tell you stuff. And people have told me that. So I'm thinking, really? And then maybe I am. So hopefully if people tell you things about you and everything, hopefully they don't tell you, oh, you know what you are? And they got a name for you or something like that, an expletive and everything, or they were giving you the one of their fingers or something like that. And maybe that's not you, but you might have did something that made somebody mad in that instant. They don't know you. It was like, hey, that's not me. You can't do it. You can't call me that. But I guess if people keep doing it, and people that you know all the time, they tell you that, you're like, really? This person said this about me, and they don't know me. But now, everybody that I know, real close to, family members and friends and everything, they're telling me the same thing. So if it's a bad thing, hopefully it's not. Then maybe you should change. But if it's a good thing, keep at it and get better. So let's get back to the comic books. But okay, Daredevil number 35. I love the story, and I haven't been reading it. It's like I said before, I bag and board them, I put them in a box and move on to the next one. But I have to make myself read these. And what's cool is they've been sending them like this. And my awesome, I think this is Silver Age bags and boards, resealable. And this one was one that I didn't read, and I should have read it and commented on it and talked about it and said, hey, pick this book up because I think it's going to be big, and I didn't. And this looks like the back of the book. I wonder if the front of it's got something on it that's kind of risque. Well, we shall see, because I'm going to show you. This is the back of the book, and it says Blue Juice Comics. This is Billy the Kid, #1. I got 2 of them because I said, you know what, that looks interesting. So let's, hopefully the book isn't like weird on the front. Okay, I don't know why they put them in backwards. Here, if you can get one, I got a feeling. I did that with Stray Dogs. I did it with Batman Damned and everything like that. I talked about it all the time. I did it with the What If #1 with Peter Parker as the Punisher and stuff like that. I've talked about it and everything, but I got a feeling about this one. It just looks interesting. And if I can, I'm going to order more, and I'll use them as prizes. Oh my gosh, the artwork is beautiful. I'm not going to show you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. The artwork and the colors are really nice. I don't know what it's about exactly, but wow. I don't know if it's mature. It doesn't say it. I remember reading the description of it, and this looks really interesting. So if you haven't picked it up, like I said, I got 2 of them. Here's one here. I'm gonna put it back in the right way. I'm not sure why they put it in backwards, but that's that one. And here's my other one. I just had a feeling about it. And you know, sometimes, like I said, if I make a mistake, and what I should have done was order 20 of them, because if I can, I don't want you to order and go, oh, you know, collector dude, so pick that book up. It's going to be worth something. I don't think exactly that. It may be worth something, but when you look at a book sometimes, like somebody told me a story. I remember the story about when the new Danny Ketch Ghost Rider came out. And this was years ago. My friend Chris, he passed away just recently. I think I talked about him before. Awesome guy. Real good friend. We worked on a comic book together. I'll have to show you the artwork. Called Substance Comics. They had Laser Toad, Grox Rex, and Marble were the characters. And it had a kid in it and everything. And it was like a universe destroying monster and everything. Like then these 3 got brought together through fate. And they used the boy, and they were able to destroy the monster over time. And it was pretty good. But this looks very interesting. I'm going to make sure I get more if I can. If I can get #1s, I'm going to go back and get #1s. Because, like I said, if I, you know, you do speculating. Because right now I'm betting on stocks and coins and stuff like that, putting money on coins and stuff like that. And it's like Bitcoin took off so well, you never know and everything. And I've heard like the Doge Elon Mars coin. I wasn't sure about that one, but I don't know if it's going up a little bit. Bitcoin really went up. Everything. Dogecoin just went up, and different things happened and just destroyed it, because I got a little bit of money on that one. It's like you're taking a chance. You're speculating. You're not sure. And I've had people tell me about them, and I put a little bit of money on them, and it went up and down, and I didn't get to sell. But I'm leaving it in there, and I'm gonna try to find some other stuff and just take chances on other stuff. I've been looking at it to see what I can put money on and everything, and hopefully get an advisor and talk to somebody. My girlfriend knows somebody, just to talk to Janet, and just because her mother does stuff like that, but just to talk to somebody and say, hey, I got a little bit of money here. I'm going to use it for this, get tax returns back, and use a little bit of money for that. Use a little bit of money to save for my Corvette, if possible. And if I don't use it for that, for something else or another Camaro, and just do your money right, because you want to try to figure out things like that while you're younger and everything. And as you get older and everything like that, you can build it up, and you can retire early or whatever it may be. And like right now, what I'm doing with this channel, I'm just using this. Hopefully, it'll be a spinoff onto something else. Because hopefully, if I ever get myself to get my comic book store running, that'll be cool. Because that's what I wanted to do. I was talking to Janet about it. I said I'd like to try to get 5 comic books up. If I can find books that I really want to sell, I got all these books here now. I can look through them and see which ones are the best ones, and post them online, and start off with a few, and see how it goes, and make sure. I was thinking, the way I am, I want to take pictures of everything. If there's a defect, I want to put a picture of it and say, hey, I don't know how to grade them, but if I can put everything in them and say, hey, here's the front, and here's the back, here's the letters page, and here's the splash page, And so you can see exactly what book you got and prove it to you. And then flip through the book, and if there's any damage or anything in it, or any slight thing, print problem, something like that, take a picture of that and say, this is exactly what the book looks like. And then bagging and boarded, they buy it. They know exactly what they're getting, any defects or anything, because I would hate to get a book and somebody say, hey, you didn't tell me about the rip in the back. Oh, you didn't ask. And no, I don't want to sell like that. So like I said, when I give away stuff, I do that too. I want you to know what the book looks like. And I'm not going to say, well, you just be lucky you're getting it because it's a free book. No, I don't want to do that either. I want you to see a good book and get a good book for free. And like I said, but if I work it out with you and you agree to pay for it, pay me for the book. And because I get ripped off a few times, I told you about it. Or if I trade me a book. Trade me a book that's the same value. But I'm having a hard time with any of that stuff, so I'm getting to the point where I'm not going to do it at all. And I'll just say I'm selling the book. If you want to buy the book, I'll get the money first, and you'll get your book. I get the money because that's the way I am. And people have told me I'm trustworthy. So, like I said, don't speak for yourself. Just let somebody do it and prove it. And they know that, hey, he's not going to rip you off. Collector Dude's not going to rip you off. If he says he's going to do something, do it. But if you do it to him, you're out. Because I'm not going to deal with people that aren't that way. And you shouldn't do either. If somebody does something to you like that, it's like, okay, we're done. Yeah, I trust you from the very beginning. But as soon as you show that you don't want my trust and you screw me over like that, you don't have it anymore. And who wants to do that? I don't want to live my life like that. I want to be trustworthy. That's the good thing. We learn this stuff from comic books. We learn it from movies. We learn it from stories. Superman, everything, how Batman is loyal, friendly, and kick your behind if you do something. But some people are like that. Some people are more like Superman. Some people are like Spider-Man. And so you're drawn to those characters because you see yourself in them. Black Panther, whatever it may be. Billy the Kid. Or this guy. These are my last two. Venom, I got two of these. So I got two of them because I want to try to give one away. But I'm not going to do it right now. I just want to show you the books. But hopefully you like what you saw. Hopefully you enjoy what I've talked about and everything. If you have any comments, let me know. Like I said, because if you see how I am on my channel, that's how I am in real life. Everything I try to be. Now, if you come up to me one day or something like that, if you see me out and go, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, he's not in a good mood. It was like, you're a real person. I'm a real person. I might not, hey, I got a stomach ache. Don't talk to me right now. Or I gotta go. But I try to be nice everywhere I go or something like that. If see somebody new or something like that, hopefully you explain who you are or something like that. I know you from this because when I met Rick Conti over at Pataskala, Coughlin Chevrolet in Pataskala, Ohio, I was looking at the Corvettes and I said, oh man, I would like to film these. And then he came out. I was there for 5 minutes. He said, hey, can I help you? I said, hey, Rick, how you doing? I see your channel. I'm subscribed to it. I love your work and everything. And I just wanted to see the Corvettes because the C8s, because I haven't seen any in real life before. I just seen them on photos or seen them in videos or seen them on your channel. So I had to come here and see them actually. He was all cool. And we talked, shook his hand, everything like that. I should have got a selfie, but I didn't. But it was just fun. So like I said, if you see me out, say hi and everything like that. And I remember I still got that box of comics in the back of my Camaro, so I gave them away. And I still got to get stickers that say YouTube Collector Dude on them and everything like that. Because I always like to do the AOKs and do the giveaways. And if I'm out somewhere, buy something for you or something like that, or give you something from Half Price Books. Just stuff like that because I love it. I love it. But I hope you like these books and everything. And I go to the channel and look at the drawing and everything, and I'm going to do a video of the new comic books that are coming out. So you guys have a great day, and I have a new contest coming out pretty soon. Collector Dude is out.